Hello Aries, and welcome to your reading for the 11th until the 17th of June. We are just going to grab a galactic card for you first, but let's also call in the Archangels, Ascended Masters, Light Beings and Spirit Guides and our higher self to assist us with this reading. So we have a galactic card here, and these are general readings, so please take what resonates and discard the rest. So your central theme card here is Sirius, and it's called Coming Full Circle. And this is an awesome card, I think. Present, but it says present here. We're going to read a really quick paragraph from the book, and then we're going to do your tarot spread reading based on this theme. So there could be things that are relevant for you at the moment with this, but we will just quickly read this to extract the themes for today's reading. So, in the ancient days, the Syrians placed codes within our DNA to help us evolve when the time was right. That time is now. Humankind is awakening as the Syrians had hoped. Their task has come full circle. If you pulled this card, then you have a connection to that ancient Syrian past, and because of humankind's awakening, you have recently completed a karmic pattern held for thousands of years. Excuse me, scratch. You may feel subtle energies of completion, or you may feel nothing at all. But if you have any guilt about things left undone in the ancient past, it is not necessary to hold that pattern any longer. So this is a theme of having completed a cycle, okay? So this is going to be your crossing energy for today, Aries, and we're going to see, we're going to draw a card that represents yourself, and then we're going to see how this plays out. So it might be the nature of something that's come to a close for you, or a karmic pattern that's been released. So the theme of that could be basically exposed throughout the reading. So let's have a look. So Aries, here we have Temperance, which is that beautiful alchemical card of creativity. And what I'm thinking here is that if this is, what you, basically this could be what you're moving into. So you have released a pattern perhaps of, suppressing your creativity, and you're probably opening up into new areas now. Let's continue with your reading. So in the recent past regarding this, stepping into your Temperance, you have the Lovers here. Sorry, Two of Cups. So this can be about you identifying a passion of yours. So this is very on point. And you're perhaps coming into contact with it, and you are opening to it now. Whereas perhaps previously the old pattern was like, keeping it repressed, not accessing it and not expressing it, or even being aware of it perhaps. So let's continue. So now we're going to look at some energy from the past that's sort of come up as well, that's coming forward, that might be assisting you. And here we have, this is a Page of Pentacles, a beautiful earthy energy, really grounded. Okay, so this is an ability that you have, Aries, to really ground yourself, and that could be through physical action, through body movement, exercise, that type of thing, being in nature. Okay, so if any of those things resonate with you, they are things that are coming forward to assist you with this releasing of an old karmic pattern, moving into a new one. Okay. So yeah, the Syrian collective, they have been assisting us for quite a while. And yeah, many of us have incarnations on Sirius. Okay, so yeah, if that resonates with you, could be the case. Let's have a look and see what's likely to unfold. So here we have the Five of Swords. 5 is the number of change. Okay, so there could be some challenges that you're going to face with perhaps how you're communicating it to others, or there could be some challenge that you're facing with that. Perhaps there's some resistance. You could be experiencing some inner resistance, or it could be external resistance. Okay, let's have a look and see if there's an opportunity you know, like a possible opportunity, and that is, this is the Nine of Cups, which is really great because that's quite full. That's a emotionally fulfilling card. So you are going to have an opportunity to either overcome this inner resistance, if that's what that is for you, or if that's an external type of resistance or a challenge that's kind of restricting you in some way, then you're going to be able to get some respite from it and maybe move away or create boundaries that you need to create in order to move into this energy for yourself, which is really happiness, fulfillment, okay? And more than likely, it's going to be to do with you coming into your, you know, your artistic creativity here, your temperance, okay? Your ability to be a creator beings, which we all are. Let's have a look at some other, perhaps some inner, you know, deep desires or wishes that you might be having. This is the Five of Cups, okay? So there might be a little bit of letting go, a bit of, you know, it's a bit of, how should we going to say this? Some emotional challenges that you're going to have with this process, possibly, of moving into a new karmic cycle and releasing an old one. And often change doesn't, you know, often change is associated with, you know, challenges, like can be emotional challenges, okay? So let's have a look at your, this is kind of like how others see you or the environment, all right? The environment around you. And isn't that really gorgeous? So this could be a couple of things. So it might be that people actually view you as, despite if you're feeling this on the inside, okay, people see you as, you know, centered, grounded, a nurturing, really caring type of person. And this could also be about the environment around you, which is supportive and nurturing for your growth and expansion at this time. Okay, so whichever one of those, or maybe both of those, resonate for you. And yeah, let's continue. So our next card we're going to look at is perhaps some concerns you may be having, or some worries, or it might be something that's holding you back, or let's have a look. Star. Well, I don't think that's going to be holding you back, but this is about your healing and about your spirit connection. And this is more resonating with the idea of it being your long-term goal. So this is your long-term, you're looking to step into greater spirit connection and releasing the karmic pattern of that old pattern of disconnection from spirit and source and our, you know, galactic beingness and all of that, our intergalacticness. This is, you're moving into that, okay? And the beginning parts of it here is your temperance, which is that creative, alchemical activities, but also your realization on the inside that you are a creator being, that you have power to create balance and whatever it is that you want in your life, like higher frequency states and things like that. But there might be other projects as well, creative projects that you're wanting to start up. But this is your long-term goal, to come into greater spirit connection and, you know, peace, harmony, balance and everything. And I really love this card because it's sort of got stars in the background as well. And it almost looks like it has a bit of a real celestial feel, doesn't it? So that can certainly have a galactic feel to it. Let's look here now at the best action for you to take. So you're overcoming perhaps some inner doubts and some, you know, emotional, some feelings of, you know, perhaps there's, you know, some grief or some sadness, or maybe, you know, it could be, yeah, that you're kind of just needing to move through and to hold space for yourself in at the moment. And this can certainly be what you're doing. It's really nice to activate your holding space for yourself through this, okay? But also perhaps seeking, you know, assistance or talking to someone if you need it. So this is the best course of action to take, and that is one of balance. So it's about balancing your emotions, okay? Balancing your feelings or your thoughts of if this is self-doubt, or if people are challenging you or telling you not to do certain things, or really making you feel that you're not supposed to do them according to them, right? All this sort of stuff is the best course of action at the moment is to keep things practical. So, and this could also be about setting some boundaries. So this is a card to encourage you to not get overwhelmed by the thoughts or overwhelmed by challenges, not to get overwhelmed by the emotions that are not helping you, but to come into some practical balance and awareness of that and go, okay, I'm really feeling this, even though I know I need to do A and B. How am I, first of all, just going to make myself feel better? Okay, just doing something that can help you with your emotions first off, and also to deal with this here. Just helping to get your thoughts in the right place and your thoughts in alignment. Because I think what you're receiving here is some energetic, you're sensing into your energy body and your light body, and you're feeling like things need to shift and move. And sometimes that can feel a little overwhelming, okay? But it's just saying here to ground, and this is what you bring into it. Grounding and practical balance could assist with that process, okay? Now, let's also just we're going to clarify. I'd also just like to clarify that card. But first of all, let's clarify the Five of Swords. I think everything else here is pretty self-explanatory. But yeah, I mean, even in your life, you might observe that you're coming full circle with something, okay? You might be rehashing something, but now it's coming forward and you're doing it again, but in a different way. Or you're coming to something with new awareness. If you're thinking of your life, if you think of your life in terms of a journey or a cycle, sometimes we have several cycles, okay? Or we go through emotional cycles, mental cycles, physical cycles, spiritual cycles, right? So you might want to look into some of that as well. Let's just clarify the Five of Swords. Thanks, Spirit. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the deck and grab a card. Five of Swords is clarified by the Four of Swords, which is really a lovely clarification because it's also a guidance and suggestion to, you know, this is a card of dealing with egoic people, narcissistic people, you know, arguments, kind of pettiness, you know, all those ego battles and ego dramas. And it might be to just get some time away from that. Okay, to just really calm your mind. This might be something that you're observing or that's coming at you or that you're participating in some way. And if it's just feeling like it's not helping you, the best thing is also to just, can be also a suggestion for meditation and mindfulness. And yeah, it's to just kind of maybe start practicing that in, or maybe going to a little group, a little meditation group. And if you don't like meditating with other people, that's fine. You can teach yourself or learn on YouTube how to meditate. You can do guided meditations. You could do some deep conscious relaxation. And often in yoga classes, okay, they do a relaxation at the end. And if you feel super chilled after that, you can go home and do some meditation if you feel like you're in the zone. Let's also look at this other Five of Cups here, just to get a little bit of extra guidance for you, Aries. But yeah, the Syrians are great. They're that kind of Egyptian. A lot of the ancient Egyptians, you know, had a lot to do with their Syrian beings as well. This is so gorgeous. This Five of Cups here, which can be, you know, upset and focusing on, you know, or keeping a little fixated on those sad, upsetting emotions. This is clarified by the Ace of Cups. So this is really a suggestion for you to, if this is divine unconditional love, it's about loving yourself or tapping into spirit, the unconditional love of spirit and your spirit guides to really help you shift out of this. But even if you're in this, is to love yourself in that no matter what, okay? So if you're in that feeling of feeling sad and lonely or you know, depressed, and you're then giving yourself a hard time about that on top of it, okay, it's going to be better if you can just focus on your heart space. Do a guided heart meditation. Perhaps look into who your spirit guides are. Find some that are really resonant, and you might like to research ascended masters, you know, different light being collectives. Even animal spirit guides can be really awesome as well. And any person or that has even passed, maybe a family member, may feel like a guide to you, okay, in the spirit realm, because yeah, often spirit, if we can tap into our own inner wisdom and our inner, even our own higher selves, can be guides for us, okay? Tapping into your own higher self as well can definitely assist you. And this is about seeing things in a new light, okay? It's about shifting your perception and about really seeing all of the love that is around you. And let's just last of all clarify quickly the Six of Pentacles, because we might be able to get another take on that as well. And yeah, but I mean, Aries, you have this beautiful star here. You know, you have that ability to connect with spirit. You know, and everyone does, but it could just be getting really close to the time for you when this is going to happen, and you're going to feel really awesome. Okay, let's check. Sorry, we're going to clarify these Six of Pentacles, and here we go. Oh, I couldn't wish for better. Six of Pentacles clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So if by creating this balance, equal giving and receiving of your energy, time and attention, okay, so it's not about you just giving out to others all the time. You need to take time for yourself as well and treating yourself, is that this is going to really lead to peace and abundance for you. This is the Nine of Pentacles, which is also a great a balance of you know, giving out your energy, but knowing how to keep energy for yourself, a card of focus, higher consciousness, and also just in terms of practicality, just really being able to cover all those bases, and also about being out in nature and knowing what you need to nourish yourself, not just money as in pentacles here, but nourishing your physical body, okay? Nourishing your, perhaps even your presentation, the way you present yourself, and looking after your, not like your home where you live, yeah, quality of your nutrition and hydration and all that type of stuff as well. So Aries, I mean, you are coming full circle, and you have a lot. I think you have just recently, you know, you've just hit on something here, as in terms of a passion that you really love to do, and it could be that you're just experiencing a little bit of inner resistance to that. But just coming into contact with your own heart, your own higher self, really accessing that prayer, your ability to connect with spirit, and you know, everything. You have beautiful pentacles, supportive, nurturing energy here around you. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. Hope that was helpful, and yeah, I look forward to our next reading. In the meantime, have a lovely day and an awesome week. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.